Hello family and friends, welcome to my channel and hope you are well and safe. Today we're going to make a soft fluffy melt in your mouth donuts, so if you are a donut lover, this is the recipe for you. To get started, I have some all-purpose flour in a bowl, and onto that I'll add some sugar, salt and dry instant yeast. Mix it together well and then set it aside. For the wet ingredients in a separate bowl, add 1 egg, warm milk, melted butter, and some vanilla essence. Whisk it together until it's well combined. Make a whirl in the dry ingredients and pour in the wet mixture. Every flour absorbs liquid differently, so when I add my wet ingredients, I don't quickly mix everything. I slowly mix for the flour to absorb some of the liquid, and then I mix properly to form a dough. This way, the dough doesn't become too sticky when kneading. Keep mixing until it's well combined, and on your clean work surface, apply some oil and transfer the dough. Apply some oil on your hands as well and start kneading. This can take up to 15 minutes if you really want a soft and fluffy donut. When kneading, the dough will become very sticky, but don't be tempted to add extra flour. Use a dough scraper and bring it together. Rub a bit of oil and then continue kneading. Within 3 to 4 minutes of kneading, you'll notice the dough will become less sticky. Knead until the dough is stretchy and smooth. Shape it into a ball. Lightly grease your bowl and put the dough in. This prevents the dough from drying out. Cover it and leave it in a warm place for it to rise. It has to double in size, and this can take up to 1.5 to 2 hours. After 1.5 hours, I've cut some baking paper and lined them on a tray. As you can see, my dough has doubled in size. It's looking good, and this is what you want to see. Lightly flour your work surface and transfer the dough. Now, gently press the dough to take some of the air out. And then lightly flour the top as well. Next, gently roll your dough to about half an inch thick sheet. Using a cookie cutter, I'll cut my dough into round shapes. You can use your donut cutter or even a round cup, and it will be just fine. Try and cut close to each other so you have less excess dough left. For the round donut holes, I'm using my piping nozzle. You can use a small bottle lid and it will work as well. Just make sure you make the holes in the center as much as possible. The number of donuts you get from this recipe depends on the size of your cutter. Remove the excess dough, which can be reused, but I'll put it on the side for now. Place the donuts on the lined tray. Just be careful with this so it doesn't lose its shape. Next, cover it and leave it to rise again for about 30 minutes before frying. For the excess dough, mold it together and leave it for 20 minutes for it to become soft and roll again. You can fry the donut holes as well. I've preheated my oil on a low heat. To test the oil, I just dropped one of the donut holes in it. Let it fry completely, and this will set your oil at the right temperature for you. Donuts burn really quickly because of the light texture. Now, Take one of the donuts and gently drop it in the oil. I cut the baking paper so I don't have to touch the donuts and lose its shape. If your oil has the correct temperature, it can fry in less than 2 minutes on both sides without absorbing excess oil. Keep checking and then turn it and fry it on both sides until it's golden brown and your donut is ready. This is the color I'm going for and it's looking really good. Repeat the same process and fry the rest of the donuts. These little donut holes fries really quick, so just keep an eye so it doesn't burn. You might want to coat your donut whilst it's still warm so the sugar can stick. Put some sugar in a bowl and then coat it. You can also add cinnamon powder to the sugar and you get a cinnamon coated donut. Repeat the same process until all is done. Hope you give this recipe a try and give the kids a special treat. Now, let's see the inside. Very soft and fluffy. Give this recipe a try and leave a comment for me. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, and give the recipe a try. See you in my next video. Bye!